Hello, hello, and welcome. Today, we are going to talk about the six most toxic identities that could be holding you back. And I remember experiencing every single one of them. But what I want you all to do is when I'm going through each one, I want you to really, really have a look and see which one it is that is you. Okay. So let's get started now. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, here we go. Now, the six most toxic identities that take you away from your true potential. And it is so true. All right, let's begin. Number one, the first one is a people pleaser. They don't speak up on matters that are important to them. Okay, they put others' needs before their own. They won't put themselves out there because they're fearful of judgment. And they say yes when they should say no. How many times have I used to say yes all the time. And the reason why sometimes we're people pleasers is because when we please someone, when we do something for someone, we get something in return. And it could be just a thank you, a whatever it is. So we're made to feel significant, important. So what we're getting is what we lack at home, right? So all these ones, everything goes a little bit deeper, but this is just a little bit tapping into of what is holding you back, right? Just the more surface stuff. Number two, the perfectionist, the overanalyzer. Everything has to be bang on, perfect before they even start. All the ducks need to line up. This impacts them because they never take any action, or if they do, it's too late. The next one is pride. Stops people from asking for help. And the journey to success can be very lonely when you let pride get in the way. The more you raise your hand, you let go of the ego. And who cared if what they, who thought whatever, or you thought it was stupid or whatever, it doesn't matter. You cannot do it on your own. I remember when I wanted to create a shift and a change in my life, I knew I had to do the inner work. I had, built a successful business. I had done so much. As a mom, a business owner, a wife, yet something was missing. I knew I had to go within, but I didn't know how. I didn't know how. So you can never do it on your own if you don't know how. Okay. The next one is the periodic, is inconsistent, thinking that if they do lots in one day, that will do for the month, and does things in dribs and drabs and never has set things in their life. Okay. And that's a lot of when you're not focused on something, then you're all over the place. You're not clear on where you want to go. So if you don't have things set, goals set or wherever you are headed to, then it just holds you back. The plague blames everything, blames everyone, blames family, blames negative. This person becomes their own victim in their own environment. And that's a huge one in many people. And finally, we have the pretender. When they get praise, they deflect. They get promoted and feel undeserved. They feel fake, like an imposter. I remember it was hard for me to say thank you when I used to get compliments, right? And that's just us. That's just all about our self-worth. That's all about us within ourselves, okay? And whenever we're seeking externally to find things to make us happy, what we're actually doing is we're seeking external validation for our own self-worth. So now what I want you to do is I'm going to explain something to you. Then I want you to pause the video and I want you to do the exercise, what I'm going to tell you first before you finish the video. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to have a look at each and every single one of these. So pause the video and look at them and just trust. I want you to trust within yourself. Which one do you feel is the most dominant one? The one that you feel, yeah, that's it. That's me. And we've experienced all of them. I mean, I've experienced all of them. So we can say that we're all of them. However, there is always one that is dominating. And I want you to take that word and I want you to just write it down on a piece of paper. Just get a piece of paper, cut out a piece of paper, write it down. It could be a small paper, a big paper, doesn't matter. And write the word down in capital letters, okay? And as you're writing it down, I want you to decide, because it's a decision and a commitment that you're making, right? That you no longer want this in your life. Write the name of whatever it is. So if it's a people pleaser, you write down people pleaser. And then what I want you to do is scribble the crap out of it. I just want you to keep scribbling and scribbling and scribbling. Just scribble the crap out of it. And just even if it's ripping the page, it doesn't matter. Just really, really let it out, let it go, and use emotion here. Like really say, I'm done with you. I'm finished. Scribble the crap out of it. And then I want you to then come back to the video, unpause the video, right? And then I want you to do this. I want you now to take your piece of paper and I want you to rip it up into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces. Like you're done with it. That's it. Rip it up in tiny pieces. And then what I want you to do is just throw it behind you, all over the floor. Throw it behind you, all over the floor. But there's a catch to this. You're not allowed to clean it up for 24 hours. And you're not allowed to tell anyone why it's there. Okay? You can say, it's for me, don't touch it. It's just leave it as it is. It'll create curiosity in the family or whoever's around you. But that's all I want you to do. And what this does, it allows you to really, really keep on remembering for 24 hours what you just decided. Because when we decide, ladies, we do decide. If we do it or don't do whatever we decide, you're still committing. You're either committing to your future self, or if you don't do it, you're still committing to your old self. So what I want you to do is 24 hours, don't clean it up. Don't tell anyone why it's there. And then in 24 hours, you can clean it up. And then if you want to, you can tell whoever you would love to tell. And we hope this was valuable. Have a gorgeous day. And I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.